Welcome to Sounds Nerdy Podcast, episode 10.
Episode 10?
Yes, we made it to episode 10.
Finally, 10.
Finally.
It's a big milestone for us.
Today I got with me the usual suspects, Darweshi Cobbs.
Yes, please follow me at WeshyCY2 on Twitter.
And Jamocha Cobbs.
You can follow me at SNJamocha on Twitter.
And I'm Charles. You can follow me at PinkneyChar on Twitter.
And you can follow all of us at Sounds Nerdy.
Yes. Be sure to follow us. We like to talk games, so we'd be happy to talk games with you guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We'll have some more content coming for you soon, and some more giveaways. Today, we got a bunch of good topics. First of which is actually a topic that hits close to home. Iwata passed away recently, and I don't know about these two guys, but Iwata, I mean, he meant a lot to Nintendo, but he meant a lot to me as well. He's somebody that I grew up with, you know, and playing games. I would hear his name all the time. He's one of the few people that I knew from Nintendo, him and Miyamoto. But what are you guys' thoughts on the passing?
I mean, it's a sad day in video game history once Mr. Iwata passed away. You know, he was the man responsible for a lot of, you know, guiding the Nintendo ship out of the Yamauchi era into this new era we had. You know, he brought us some good games. You know, he brought us the Earthbound.
Yep.
The Smash Brothers. Stuff like that. He was a great visionary for the company. This is a memorial for the man, so I don't want to say some things that he did wrong from Nintendo. But there was a couple of things missteps that he made along the way. But overall, Nintendo was what we know as video games. I mean, and I thank the man for, you know, guiding the ship this far into the, you know,
for sure. For
yeah.
sure.
And for me, I'm going to go a little bit different route. Prior to him, I'm not going to talk about anything prior to him becoming CEO. What I think he did big was the Wii. Obviously, I think the Wii it was a super success for Nintendo, not only for Nintendo but also for the industry as well.
Oh, yeah.
Getting people to actually embrace motion controls, you know, and actually broadening the video game industry to casual gamers. So we can thank Nintendo for that. And under Iwata's lead, that broaden the video game market to bring in a lot of casual gamers. So that is the one big thing that I will take away from Iwata's era is actually the Wii and how that, you know, expanded the market and brought us a lot of different, different ways to video game and play video games. So that's the one thing about Iwata.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is a memorial, so we're not going to talk about too many bad things under his watch, but, you know.
But here's the thing. Even if we do talk about the bad things, I think that he realized the bad things. He multiple times apologized.
And I don't think it was necessarily his mistakes. I think it was Nintendo of Japan's errors or mistakes, which made it with it. And he's tied to his shareholders and make them money.
Exactly.
And I think they made a lot of missteps on this. I know they're not going to go Western wide as far as a new CEO, but I think they should open up their mind to someone maybe outside of the company.
I know we did have this discussion a little bit about who can become a CEO. Because if you think about what is the bottom line for a company, the bottom line for a company is to appease their shareholders. And if the CEO does a good job at that, then the board and the shareholders are going to be happy about that. And if that CEO is from, say, Pillsbury or Pringles or whatever, I mean, their bottom line is just to make the company money. You're going to have all your board members and all your other people who can shape the company and their vision towards the game, but his job is to make money. So I'm not opposed to them going outside of the game industry to find a CEO.
I think they should go westernized as far as who it is, because we know Japan has a strict business culture and how they handle business. I would like to see them open up to Western. I got one in mind name. It's just a silly name. I just throw it out there because the guy just knows how to make money. I'm just saying Bobby Kotick, just because we would get 5 Mario games a year. We would get Zeldas every year. I mean, you know, with Bobby Kotick at the helm, you're gonna get a lot of the content you want. I mean, it's gonna be shovelware after that, but you will get them all.
Right.
That was just a joke. I mean, not necessarily Bobby Kotick, but I think they should, actually open up the search wider than just Nintendo of Japan and open up to Western developers or CEOs, stuff like that.
Yep.
I just hope that. Well, here's the thing I like about Iwata. First of all, he was dedicated. He put in time as far as programming is concerned. He was responsible for giving us extra content in Pokemon. He was responsible for some of the coding in Smash Brothers. He was responsible for Earthbound. There's a lot of things that he was responsible for. I think that he was. I liked his approach to things when they decided not to go E3 anymore and Nintendo Direct.
That was thinking outside of the box. I like that move. Saving E3 for the other companies, and the big three should have stepped back and let everybody else have their shine and they can do their thing. I think that was a really smart, ingenious move on his behalf.
And not only that, you can see if you go back and watch some of these, you can see the passion the man has for the gaming industry as a whole. He wasn't afraid to, be creative and wear Luigi hats and do all that kind of, you don't really see too many, or presidents doing things like that. That's what I really embraced about him. He's very open. He knows when something went wrong. He has apologized multiple times for the Wii U. He apologized for E3. He said, you didn't like E3. We're going to do better. So, he'll be missed for sure. For sure. So, but Nintendo will move on and hopefully they'll move in the right direction with whatever they choose to go with.
But our condolences out to the Iwata family and the Nintendo Nation as a whole. He will be missed though.
You will be missed. Yeah. All right. So next topic. We got a few trailers that we want to talk about that showed up at Comic-Con. A few, in my opinion, very good trailers. I know that I'm in the vocal minority on that in this particular group, but we got Batman, Deadpool, and Suicide Squad all made a debut. Or actually, they made their debut at Comic-Con, and then they leaked. They were exclusive to Comic-Con, so you had to go to Comic-Con to actually see. I think it was Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman, but I could be wrong. But shortly after Comic-Con, they made their debut worldwide. What did you guys think of these trailers? So let's start with Batman.
All right. I like the lead up that they had from the first Batman trailer to this one now. I think Ben Affleck's gonna play one hell of a Batman personally. I just think I can see see how his character is gonna be shaped and how he's gonna portray that character. He's getting the scruffy beard in there. I think he's gonna do a good job at it personally.
I just have to wait and see how Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck as an actor. I just don't know about him as Bruce Wayne and Batman, but we'll see. I
think it can work. I really think it's gonna work because people are expecting it to be a bomb, a flop of him playing Superman. And I think he's gonna do a really good job at playing him. I think he's gonna do a good job.
I think he's gonna do a good job, and I think that this trailer specifically was very good. It showed a lot of action.
It still shows some of the dark side that Christian Bale played in the Batman series alone. So it still shows some of the darkness of Batman.
And that's what I was hoping for, and it looks like we're going to get a little bit of that. And Wonder Woman showed up in this trailer.
They showed her a little bit more of her in this trailer,
It was very exciting. It showed some of the conflict between him and Superman, them actually getting into it a little bit. So I think they showed the Batmobile. I think they showed the Batmobile in the last one, though. But a lot of good stuff came out of this trailer. I think that it was a great trailer. If I had to rank it, I would say great. Deadpool. Let's talk about Deadpool next. Deadpool is one of those characters that is not known to many.
If you're not really a Marvel or a comic book person, you really won't know who Deadpool is. But it's interesting that he's getting his own movie.
He had his own game, first of all.
Right.
And I'm really not a big fan of his humor. No. So when I look at his comic book, he's a goofy comic book character who's like to crack a lot of jokes.
He's like he's like Spider-Man to the 10th. Yeah. As far as his goofiness and
he's
jokey,
childish. He's more of a childish humor.
This is not something that I'm really into as far as Deadpool character. I'm just gonna sit back and watch this one from the back and see how it plays out. It's not something I'm really excited about seeing at all.
I think they got the right person, Ryan Reynolds, to play him. I think that his personality goes with this character for some reason. I think anytime I've ever seen him, I think that his personality goes with this character.
I personally think he should play Aquaman personally, Ryan Reynolds. I think it would be an awesome Ryan.
I think nobody should play Aquaman. I don't think Aquaman should
exist. Shouldn't even be made. Sorry.
I'm sure there's some
And he
Aquaman
talks to
fans
fish,
out
come
there shaking their fist at us right this second. But the trailer was
keep
good.
hope alive, Aquaman fans. It's gonna happen.
But the trailer was good. I found it funny. I found parts of it funny. Not everything was funny.
Watching the trailer kind of reminded me of The Matrix. The scene in the highway in Revolutions.
Yeah.
And the scene, it kind of reminded me of that for some reason. That's what I thought when I was
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Not a bad thing.
But we'll see.
We'll see. I'm waiting to see more about this movie. I'm not too,
You really couldn't tell anything of what the movie was about from the trailer. It just showed them just killing some black dudes.
It's showing you that how his humor is and how it's going to play out throughout the movie. I mean, I hope they tone down the jokes a little bit.
They won't.
That's
not Deadpool.
I know it's not, but at least somewhat to move the story along the line.
Right. I just hope that it's funny. It's got to be funny. The jokes you tell got to be funny, but we'll see. I can't wait to see more about it. Yep. Last but not least, Suicide Squad. I'm personally excited about this movie.
I'm actually, after watching the trailer, I'm a little excited about it. I can say beforehand, I'm not familiar with Suicide Squad at first. Mm-hmm. But seeing the trailer, it seems to be a little dark, which kind of
interested when it comes to comic books.
When it's comic book characters. I also like Margot Robbie. She's super hot, so I'll see it just for her. And Will Smith. I like Will Smith as an actor, so it'll be good to see how they portray those characters.
Yeah, I'm not too much of a DC guy. I was always leaning towards Marvel personally, but I'm excited to see DC come out and show.
I think they have to now because Marvel's killing it, and DC has to because they only had Batman and
both
Superman.
Both the same company now.
Well, DC?
Yep, they're all on the same.
DC's not under Disney.
DC's not under Disney.
Yeah, DC was bought by Marvel.
That didn't happen.
Yeah,
that was a rumor. Let's check this out. I'll look this up, but continue talking about the trailer. Mm-hmm. I think it was dark. I think it was good. We got a glimpse of Batman. We got to see Joker, which I think the guy who was playing Joker, forgive me, I don't remember his name, will do good.
And Miley Cyrus' girlfriend is in this movie too.
Yes, she is. DC. Who owns DC? We need to know.
It's just, this is another one of the movies that I'll have to sit back and wait for, see how it falls. Because I
may actually go to the movies to see this one. I may actually go to the movies to see this one. I'm going to go to the movies to see it. For Deadpool, I don't know. I have to see more. But anyway.
I'll go see Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad.
I'm definitely interested in watching Batman vs. Superman. That is something I'm not a big movie watcher go to, but that may be something that I have to watch in the fall.
Yeah.
To go see.
Anyway, I mean, they're all good trailers. We got a lot to look forward to as far as movies. Marvel's doing their things, and now DC's stepping up.
I mean, Marvel's definitely killing on the movie front.
But Disney's doing a good job. Let's hope Disney can do a good job with Star Wars. Get me interested. Yeah. All right, next topic. We got some Android news, some good news too. Fallout Shelter will be hitting Android. I don't know a specific date. Did you guys see a specific date?
They said August, so I mean, we'll wait and see if you're on the Android bandwagon. We're gonna get games a little bit later. Yeah. It's all due to the fragmentation of it. We understand that. We'll just wait to see. Hopefully, it's not too played out by the time we get it.
Exactly.
Android, you know what I'm saying? Give us just enough hype leading up into the game when it Fallout 4 releases. In this fall for the systems, but it's something interesting to keep a look at. Just a little tidbit to throw us out there if you're on an Android device.
And I thought it was. I think it's a good game. I like playing it. It didn't keep my attention, but mobile games like that rarely keep my attention for very long. I played.
They're great toilet games. Yeah, plain and simple.
They rarely keep my attention for very long.
Yeah, but I can't wait to get my hands on it. Just at least you give it a try.
Yeah, I'm playing it for the purpose of finding out what translates from this game to Fallout 4 when it comes out, which I'm very excited about that game. Mm-hmm. So that's good news for Android users. So look forward to that.
In August, so just keep checking the catalog. It should pop up sometime. Who never knows? Yeah. Just check it out randomly. It'll show up.
Next topic, and this is a big one. This is a big topic.
Mm-hmm.
At&T just got the go ahead by the FCC to buy DirectTV. Now, for $46 million. Is it
49?
49? 49.
Yeah, 49 million.
49 million? Is that it? 49 million?
49 billion.
Billion, sorry.
I was like,
Billions.
We could have put our money together and bought. But 49 billion.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. Not only that, you're taking AT&T, a behemoth, and DirectTV, not much of a behemoth, but it's enough. It's sufficient
in that space
that they it's enough. What do you guys think about this?
I as a DirectTV customer right now, I never like it when your company's being swallowed up by a bigger company, because usually what that means is, from two sides, from the employee standpoint, they're going to be job cuts more than likely.
Yes,
they're going to cut employees, whatever. And then from the consumer side, you're going to get maybe a reduction in customer service. You may get a raise in price because now there's less competition out there. Right. So I'm not looking forward to this. I think this is going to make AT&T too big of a company, and their reach is going to be too huge. This company is not supposed to be ran by 3 or 4 different, big conglomerates, and that's where we're heading to.
And that's my big thing with this, the consolidation of content out there. Once AT&T gets their hands on DirectTV, it's a 4-year. I mean, they have to make some concessions for 4 years. What's going to happen is the content. The big thing to watch out for with this merger, with the buyout, is the NFL Sunday Ticket for you sports fans out there. Mm-hmm. Watch the pricing of that, and if it switches over to AT&T Uverse instead of DirectTV, if you're a DirectTV user, because AT&T might want you to switch over to their Uverse services and not their satellite service. So you might.
They still will have to keep their satellite service. I think that's smart, because you still have customers who can't get it. So
who don't want AT&T.
One of the stipulations is they got to build out their broadband reach.
Right.
AT&T. So they might say, we reached enough of the small rural markets, we can shutter our satellite service.
True.
Because they have to build it out for the next 4 years. So that's the fine minutia that we have to find out when this deal goes through. Is what's going to happen to the satellite-based company, and like the exclusive deals that DirectTV procured over the years as being an independent company.
Yeah, I'm not too excited about it, just because I don't want AT&T to be this big conglomerate. I would like for consumer reasons, as many options to be out there as possible. It's good for consumers. It's good for competition. This big companies buying up big companies is just not good for. And customers.
Also, I think what's going to happen is raise the cable prices in general as a whole. DirectTV, their pricing was cheaper on average than the other big cable companies are there. And now that one of them players is out, these people can raise the cable prices a little bit. And this is not good news for us cord cutters who's trying to get away from the cable stronghold in this market, because there's one less avenue to keep the prices down. And then there's no other way to get it, because now AT&T is now providing you internet service and cable content. Even though they have been doing it before with their AT&T Uverse, they didn't have that big reach as far as with satellite service, and now they got it, and they've got a key thing with it as far as, like I said, with their, the NFL Sunday Ticket. That's a huge deal for cord cutters out there. That Sunday Ticket, if you're a sports fan, and DirectTV had it, and now they don't, because AT&T's got it now. We got to see how this is going to play out. This is scary. I don't like the fact that this is happening. You swallowing up a big, a company that we're just losing.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think the cable industry is dying. It's dying slowly, but it's dying.
It's dying because we're no longer tied to our TV anymore, because with all the DirectTV and all the different streaming services and stuff like that. Right. And they're holding on to it. This is like a last-ditch effort. They're throwing the final blow from the grave. You buy up, this company. The thing is, the internet access has to be available to everyone.
For cable to go away completely.
Yeah, to go away from cable completely.
Correct.
And these companies got to start offering a la carte content in order for this thing to happen. For cord cutters to.
Yeah, when we started talking about a la carte, like I said, we've talked about this before, off podcasts, but you start looking at all the different options that are available out there, like Sling TV, which one that we talked about recently. So you get their basic package for like $20, and it comes with maybe a dozen or so channels. Now, if there are certain channels that I want to watch, like sports channels or other content, now I have to go pay another $5 to $10 a month to get 1 or 2 channels that I may want to watch. And then there's another channel I may want to watch that's in another package. Now I'm adding another $5 to $10 to it. Now my basic price is now creeping up to a basic price of cable or satellite system. So again, this a la carte system, in my opinion, in order for it to truly be successful, we need to have a true a la carte system where I can actually pick individual channels one at a time and just pay the price for that. Right now, you still have to buy packages for a base price.
But the thing, in order for a la carte packages to work too, is broadband speed has to increase tenfold, because I've never used Sling TV before, but if it's based on your internet speed, stuff like that, sometimes it can get choppy.
Right.
And if I'm watching, like cable TV with that cable wire coming in from the outside into my TV, I'm never have to worry about it.
You never have to worry about your content buffering or whatever, right?
And the internet speeds have to increase. Broadband has to increase in bandwidth in order for us to really enjoy the fruits of cutting the cord. So we're always going to need the cable companies or the internet providers, but they have to provide us with the speed in order for it to work.
Right. I agree with that. I think Sling TV.
I mean, but it's good from Sling TV to throw their hat in the ring and say, "Hey, we're going to do this for you."
It's competition.
Verizon's doing the same. Well, they're trying to.
But then Verizon's just taking the cake from both sides. They getting it. I'm offering you the internet content, and I'm just offering you what I want to give you too as well as TV. There needs to be another startup company who say, "Hey, we give you the a la carte service packages as well, starting at like $10 a month, and for this package you get this." And another $5. It's got to. What happens is be more people out there who's offering the same services at different prices, so that we can drive the prices down. Because right now, I mean, Sling TV's trying their best, but we got to see how that's going to catch on in the industry.
Yeah, and I'm sure what Sling TV is doing is not cheap or easy to get these providers on board.
Because you got to pay the big boy ESPN basically a lot of money to get They're the reason why cable prices are the way they are now, because ESPN wants a lot of money. They want $8 per subscriber.
So, I mean, a la carte TV. It's I don't watch too much TV, so I'm not really a good person to go to if you're thinking about
live sports. I need live local sports.
That is the big thing about. That's the reason why I still have cable. I watch live sports. I watch live football. I watch live basketball. I watch live college sports. Right now, if I cut the cable cord, I can't get that. We talked about maybe streaming on the internet, which is illegal in the first place. But it's crappy. It's crappy. I want my HD. I want live. I want streaming. I want perfect. I can't get that if I don't have cable. So cable has it locked down when it comes to that point, especially for me, because I need my live sports.
Right.
There's a lot of people out there who don't watch sports. That may be fine for you, but if you're a sports watcher, you can't cut cable. Especially your local sports as well. Sports.
You can find the national stuff, on your basic over the air TV. But now local sports have now all moved to cable channels.
Yep.
So you miss out on just watching your local team play if you're a big. I mean, a lot of geeks are sports fans too. So this is a fact that you guys want to watch out too. We're moving in the right direction. But we have, we got to gain control of our TV, like you say.
I think that it'll come to. I think a la carte will come to eventually. I think there will be a lot of stations or TV stations that are left out in the cold because cable is dying.
But some channels will go black. And if you're not providing content
that people want to see,
nobody's gonna watch it. CNN, Fox News, nobody wants to see that garbage.
The last thing that I wanted to mention, and I do have a question for you after this, is esports is starting to drug test their players. I just thought it was funny. We don't have to discuss it.
Well, I just want to say something. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It is you going through drug tests of a video gamer.
Stupid. It's not that serious.
They're professional gamers. It's not life or death. They're not going to hurt anyone. They're playing a video game. The most thing that's going to get hurt is a TV monitor or a computer screen.
Or a controller.
Let these guys, get hooked up on Monster, Nas,
whatever.
Red Bull, whatever you guys want to do.
If they want to take steroids to make their thumbs bigger, whatever. Who gives a shit?
I really don't care. It's the dumbest.
To make
Why waste all the time and effort to drug test potheads?
I just thought it was funny. I didn't hear their specific reasoning behind it, but just looking at it from a gamer standpoint, it's silly. it's silly to drug test esports.
I think it's stupid.
Esports. With that said, we're about to get out of here, guys. But why don't we tell them what we're playing before we leave? Maybe a game that you're playing.
Actually, well, I've not been playing any games recently. I've had some life changes, so I just haven't had a chance to play games. But once I do get back, I'm still playing some older games. Not that older games. My back catalog is just ridiculous right now. Shadow of Mordor, I still need to finish playing that. Dragon Age, I gotta play that one still. Inquisition. There's still Witcher 3. I need to get on top of that.
Yes, you do.
And there's still a lot of other games that I'm not about to get into, but those are the games that I will be playing in the immediate future once I get back into gaming.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still playing Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm addicted to that game. So if you want to hit me up, you find me at Craven Moorhead on Xbox One. I'll be playing Grand Theft Auto Online. Then a lot of mobile gaming. Simpsons Tapped Out, Clash of Clans, of course.
Clash of Clans, sorry, I forgot to mention that one. And SimCity Build It.
And Heyday. So those are some of the mobile games that I'm playing right now to keep my time occupied. But mainly when I'm sitting down to the console, it's probably Grand Theft Auto Online.
Grand Theft Auto?
Playing a lot.
That's a worthy game to play there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like the MMO factor of it. So, I love the ever evolving, changing atmosphere of a world. So that's my type of games I like to play.
Right now I'm playing a few games. I probably need to cut it down. Batman, Witcher.
But there's so many games I would do want to play.
Batman, Witcher. What else? Yeah, Batman and Witcher are my main focus right now. As far as gaming is concerned, and then I'm playing Persona 4, trying to finally beat that before the 5th one comes out. Hopefully this year, but we haven't heard a date, so I won't be holding my breath on that one. But with that said, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Please remember, hit that subscribe button and follow us on Twitter. I'm at Pinkney Char.
I'm at WeshyCY2.
And I'm at SN Jamoka.
Until next time, guys. Later.
Peace. Follow us at Sounds Dirty on Twitter as well.
That is very true. Don't forget to do that.